all about Turkey. If you are planning to visit Turkey, or if you are planning to live in Turkey or Istanbul in particular, I think this video and this channel will be really helpful for you. I'm planning to give details about the life in Turkey. Whatever you need to know that will make your stay an enjoyable period. I had this idea for some time, and I was always planning to start a YouTube channel to give some information to foreigners about Turkey, but I couldn't have the chance or time to do so. As we experienced a lockdown because of coronavirus, I had time to put my thoughts into action and create this content. The reason why I started a channel like this is because there is not much information about Turkey on YouTube or on people's minds. Some even has completely been misinformed about Turkey. I want to clear some confusion about Turkey throughout my videos. And like I said before, I want you to have a pleasant time while you are staying here. As you can see, this is my first video ever, so there may be some mistakes that I make. Sorry in advance. And again, sorry that I couldn't shoot any video of my own due to the lack of necessary equipment and due to the fear of coronavirus. I also recommend you to stay indoors for a little while longer. In this first video, I will try to guide you from the airport to your destination, and it means I will talk about transportation in Istanbul. Istanbulkart. Istanbul has a really extensive and developed transportation infrastructure, and you have lots of different options to reach your destination. In that sense, you don't need to come to Turkey with a tourism agency or a package tour. You can just grab your luggage and come here by yourself. You can travel anywhere in Istanbul thanks to the one-ticket system, which is called Istanbulkart. You can use Istanbulkart on nearly all public transportation vehicles. First, you need to buy an Istanbulkart, obviously. And once you buy it, you can install credits and you can keep using the same card during your stay. What's more, when you use that Istanbulkart for the second and the third time to get on another vehicle, which is called transfer, you will pay even less. So, here is my first tip. Tip number 1. Don't buy one-pass card. Buy an Istanbulkart from a biletmatik kiosk and top up that card. One Istanbulkart costs 6 Turkish liras and it's less than $1. One ride full fare is 3.5 Turkish liras, which is around 50 cents. And the transfers within 2 hours are even cheaper, as you can see from the table here. The only difference about this price tariff is with the Metrobus and Marmaray subway. I can hear you asking, what is a Metrobus? Well, it is basically an articulated bus which has a separate road. Hereby, it does not get stuck in the traffic. But I need to warn you, they are nearly always crowded. Keep that in mind. And if you wonder Marmaray, it's a subway line which connects Europe and Asia under the Marmara Sea. But don't get your hopes so high. You cannot see any fish swimming around a glass tunnel. It just looks like any other subway. If we go back to the ticket costs, when you use Metrobus or Marmaray, it always charges full fare. But if you do not travel till the final destination, you can get a refund for your distance surcharge. The reason for this difference is that they both circuit the city from end to end. You change continents on those vehicles. I think you cannot travel through a city so big like Istanbul end to end for so cheap anywhere else on earth. It sounds like I'm trying to sell it to you, because I am trying to sell it to you. But everything that I say is 100% true. So, that brings us to my second tip. Tip number 2. Don't forget to validate your Istanbulkart on the refund machines just outside the stations while you are leaving. First arrival. As you will most probably use a plane to travel to Turkey, you will have 2 airport options. One of them is on the Anatolian Asian side of Istanbul, which is a smaller airport compared to the other one, and its name is Sabiha Gökçen. And a quick note about the name of the airport. Sabiha Gökçen is the adopted daughter of Atatürk and world's first female fighter pilot. And Atatürk is the founder of modern Turkey, as you may or should know. Sabiha Gökçen Airport will be closer if you are going to stay in Üsküdar or Kadıköy. But even if you are planning to stay in Europe side, you will find several transportation options from Sabiha Gökçen. There are lots of municipality buses going to several destinations, including Kadıköy Metrobüs and Fort Levent. There is an airport bus called Havabüs or Havataş or Havaş going to Kadıköy or Taksim for around 15 Turkish liras. Or you can just use Marmaray to go nearly anywhere. If you like sea travel, you can go to Kadıköy first and then take a ferry to Beşiktaş. Now, let's talk about the other airport that is on the European side of Istanbul. This airport is called Istanbul Airport. It is built recently and it is one of the biggest airports on earth. As it is new, there is no subway system there yet. But you can still use Havaş, a comparatively expensive version of regular bus as I mentioned before. But it is still a lot cheaper than using a taxi. A taxi will probably charge 10 times more. And that brings us to a huge tip for you. Tip number 3. If you don't really have to, don't use taxis. Because when they realize that you are a foreigner, they will try to rip you off. Without realizing, you will have an Istanbul tour of your life. Subway system in Istanbul is not as advanced as the UK counterpart. Nonetheless, it still gets the job done. It is the best alternative you can use if it is on your destination. And if you are here for a touristic visit, it will definitely suit your needs. They are punctual, and if it's not rush hour, they won't be so crowded. Moreover, air conditioning system works really well, as opposed to the buses. Buses are relatively new and modern, but unfortunately air conditioning system does not work so well. But this is mostly because of some people who open up the windows when they feel hot, as they can't wait for the air conditioning system to cool down the bus. It turns to a vicious circle and it never gets cool enough. But in general, I cannot say that they are so bad. They are okay. By the way, in all transportation vehicles, there are screens showing the next station, so you can see where you are and where you are heading. To find your route or the correct vehicle for you, you can use an app called Mobi İETT. İETT is the abbreviation of Istanbul Transportation System. So the name is like Mobile İETT. You can also change the language of the app by following menu and settings buttons. With that app, when you choose your destination, you can see which number of buses, trams, ferries you can take to reach there. It's very convenient. Istanbul is a huge city. That's why we have traffic jams, and it's probably the biggest problem in Istanbul. And this is the second reason why you should prefer subway system rather than buses. It means tip number 4. Prefer subway whenever possible. That's all for the transportation in Istanbul. I'm planning to prepare my second video on touristy places in Istanbul. If you like the content, please like the video, subscribe to my channel and share. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a nice day.